Hello, and welcome to the Tuesday Tell All. It is Tuesday, December 5th, 2023. 2023. Just about finished. I can't believe it. These years are going by in twos. I really don't understand what's going on anymore. It's going to be 2024 already. 2014 was 10 years ago already. Just the thought of that really kind of makes me wonder where the time is going. Anyways, how's everybody doing today? I see a couple comments flying in already. It's PRI week. Who's going to be there? I'm pretty excited. Look how dirty my hat is getting. I need to get some new hats. Woo! Got to get some new hats. Mark Kirby, you hear me? I got my shirt on, though. Anyways, let's see who's out there, and then we'll get into it. I see a lot of people. Oh, Roy Scribner, $48 flight. I'll spend that driving from Portland to Seattle and back. Yep, you got that. Oh, God, where you are, I'm sure. That's right. Russ Abrams, good evening. How you doing? Very wet, southeast Michigan. No way. Cold. It's cold here today. I didn't really like it. There's Walt Walker. Now we can officially begin the episode. We cannot do that until we get Walt Walker's Let's Go and Happy Tuesday. Right? Peter Lanciers. Hi, Bobby. Hey, everyone. Make sure you tune in Thursday, 9 a.m. Eastern Time for the biggest announcement in NHRA history, the You know what, Pete? Wouldn't that be great if that's what it is? So I shared that on my social media. I shared that on Instagram and Facebook. This post that NHRA put out that says they're going to basically make the biggest announcement in NHRA history. Thursday morning, 9 a.m. I might still be on the airplane when that happens. I'm going to miss it. I'm going to be late to the party. I think I land around 9:40-ish. So I'll be about 40 minutes late on that news unless I get some Wi-Fi on that plane. Pure essence of drag racing. Heads up only, like the old days. Every weekend was heads up until the Eliminator. Otherwise, you might as well be playing checkers. All right. That's right. Darian Houston. I forgot to call Darian Houston back. He called me tonight while I was working. And I guess I got caught up in 100 other things and forgot what I was doing. Sorry, Darian. What's up? Me and Brad are in Indy waiting on me. All right. It's wild out here. Oh, man. Don't have too much fun without me. I still got to work another day here. So don't get me all don't get me all upset that I'm not there yet. All right. Well, guys, as you probably already know, everybody watching this show, driverinterviews.com is my website. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you could. I want to try and get to 4,000 subscribers by New Year's, and we're at like 3850 something. So I need 140 something more subscribers. So tell your friends, tell a million of your closest friends, right? Hashtag the car show. Hashtag the car show is all over the brochures that I made. It's all over my social media. And at Driver Interviews is my social media name on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I like that YouTube's doing that too, because you just type in at Driver Interviews on Google. You should literally just find me on everything, and I love it. Thank you, Lupe Tortilla, for supporting this show this year. They came through in the clutch this year, Stan and Sheila Holt, and they are the reason I'm able to travel to PRI and all the races that I went to this year to get you all that beautiful content that you guys all seem to be loving. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. Lupe Tortilla, if you are in Texas, Houston, Dallas, Austin, San Antonio, check them out. Tag me, tag them, and let them know that you appreciate them sponsoring this show, as well as Drag Insights, app.draginsights.com. The NHRA National and Divisional Event Schedule for 2024 is up on Drag Insights on the homepage. There's a calendar there if you want to plan your schedule out for next year. Check out your stats. Check out your opponent's stats. You guys might want to get in on it. I'm hearing rumors of a possible price increase next year, so you might want to lock in. I don't make those rules. All I do is a little bit of math behind the scenes. That's not my department, but I'm telling you, if you want to get ahead in racing, drag racing, stock and super stock racing, you might want to get on Drag Insights. See what your class averages are. See what your stats are. See where you can improve. Start planning ahead. Start researching some opponents. You race the same person 10 times in a year. Start researching their habits. All right. That's what you got to do. Go to app.draginsights.com. At least get a free membership and start perusing, if you will. Rob Youngblood of advancedclutches.com if you want to go the stick shift route, in which I highly recommend everybody do that at least once in their life. Advancedclutches.com. Rob Youngblood can help you out. He can get you set up with the right diameter, with the right weight, with the right counterweight, with the right flywheel. So you can look him up, advancedclutches.com. Tell him I sent you. Who else is out here? Walter Gamble. How you doing, Walt? Thanks for joining us, man. I appreciate it. Santi Grossi from the left coast. Good evening. How you doing, Santi Grossi? Just says Facebook user. Hi, Bobby. How you doing, Mr. Facebook user or Ms. Facebook user? I appreciate you tuning in. Tom Maoli checking in from D7, home of some badass Mopars. Tons of them. It's Mopar heaven out there. Dennis Chapman, how you doing, Dennis? Good to see you, buddy. Anthony Lombardo's in the house. How you doing? Hello, everybody. Facebook user is listening. That's got to be Nick Ryder. You know what? Because if you're tuning in on, I am broadcasting this to a stock Eliminator page. It may not show your name if you are commenting. I was just trying something new tonight, along with the other pages that I usually broadcast from. Ennett Morris, how you doing, Ennett? Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. Bring a large shirt, please. You left yours at home. You got it, sir. I'll dig one up. Black or gray. I'll try and bring both. Hey, Nick. How you doing? Hi, Bobby. Yeah, I'm not seeing your names if you're on that one page. Sorry. We got to rethink that next time. Ray Minnick, how you doing? The accountant's there. Ray Thurston, it's late for him. He gives me 5 minutes. I better hurry up. Stick cars are going to take over Indy. PSPA, come get a flash drive from me at PRI. Absolutely. I'm getting my flash drives ready right here for driver interviews. Holt's coming through in the clutch. No pun intended. You got that right. They all drive stick shifts in that camp. How you doing? How are you? I'm not seeing your name, but I appreciate you guys tuning in. I will hope to have fun there. Michael Lombardo. How you doing, Mike? Good to see you. All right. I was going to say see you at PRI, but you'll probably see me first. I hope so. I don't really know who it is because it's just saying Facebook user, and I'm not liking this. Greetings from the Carolinas. How you doing, Joseph Eustis? Appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. And another North Carolinian, Tom Gent and Russell Gent, headed to Indy in the AM. All right. Fast Eddie's in the house. Fast Eddie, your package is en route. I took it to the post office. So hopefully you get it soon. That was just an experience in and of itself, the post office. That is a place I really don't want to go to anymore, to be perfectly honest with you. All right. A couple announcements. Last week, we had tons of birthdays on the calendar. Dragon Sight's birthdays. I shouted out at like 8 of them, right? This weekend, I should say last Wednesday to today, 0. I don't have any on the calendar. And then they resume again. I see a couple more this weekend coming up, but I don't want to say them today because I say them next Tuesday. All right, so no birthdays in the Dragon Sight's calendar for this current last 7 days. Great news, terrific news to share with everybody. Wild Horse Pass Motorsports Park, that's Arizona. Phoenix, Arizona, Chandler, Arizona to be exact, is staying open. They thought last year was going to be the last national event there, and they were going to build a road or a freeway through it, and it was just going to be another track in the West, gone. And wonderful news, they are staying open for years to come, is what they said on the announcement. So I am extremely excited to hear that. Thank God that Arizona Wild Horse Pass Motorsports Park is back, and there is a national event there next year among a bunch of other things. So get on their website, find out, I don't know, Google it, and see what they got going on out there, and go visit them, spend money there. As I said, the NHRA national and divisional schedule is up on Drag Insights, so be sure to check that out. You can listen to this show in podcast form on YouTube Music app, so be sure to download that if you want to listen to this in a podcast form. All right, totally off the subject, but who saw that house in Arlington, Virginia just blow up today, like out of a movie when cops were trying to serve a warrant there? Did anybody see that? Did anybody hear anything? Do we have anybody in that area? I'd really like to know if something leaked out. You know, somebody's got a story for us here, but that was pretty scary looking. Check that out on social media, on Facebook and Instagram. It was like an like in Die Hard, or not Die Hard. I'm sorry, yeah, Die Hard. But Lethal Weapon, the first Lethal Weapon, when they're walking up to that house to question, like they want to go question the girl that lives inside, and boom, it blows up in their face, like movie style. That's what this Arlington, Virginia house looked like when it blew up. So somebody knows something, let us know. All right, we want to know too. Be on the lookout for Richie Pauly's interview is coming up. Randy Lynn interview is coming up. This weekend, as you know, I'll be in PRI, and we are going to be handing out the flyers that I made, the brochures, I should say. They're trifold brochures. I don't know if I showed them to you guys yet, so hold on one second. I got one right here, and I want you to see kind of what I made. All right, here we go. NHRA stock and super stock. We're going to be spreading the word, spreading the gospel, if you will. And these are the cars I chose for the cover. I can't remember everybody's name on here, but these are some beautiful wheelies. I was trying to represent all the brands. And since I put about, I don't know, 12 to 15 hours of work into these, I decided to put my own car on here as well. So, hey, that's just the perks of when you're spending the money and putting in the time, right? So we got two Fords on the front. We got an AMX. We got a Mopar here, Dodge Challenger, Doug Dual. And we got a beautiful ZL1 427 Camaro. Look at that wheelie. But anyways, you open it up, and I have some information here about stock and super stock, how the classes work, a couple rules, bullet points. I know people don't want to read a whole lot of stuff, so you try to keep it short and sweet and to the point. How to figure out your class is over here. How to do some math right there to figure that out. And it's pretty cool. I got some more pictures. That's the heads-up race between John Shaw and Johnny Gray from a few years ago that got, I don't know, like 4 million views on Facebook when NHRA posted it. It blew away all their other content, which was pretty cool. There's Richie Pauly down there in his original Cobra Jet. It's number 48 out of 50 from 1968. This explains how the race goes down when you're in the same class, heads up. If you're in different classes, how the dial-in works. And then on the back, we have some more cars. We got Ben Wenzel's original Z28 still racing. We got Darcy Clark's car. We got some Gen 3 Camaros just because they're so popular. Check out that wheelie. That guy is on one tire on the wheelie bar, single wheelie bar. Matt Antrovius was just doing a beautiful wheelie, so we went with him. We got GT cars. Don Kennedy there is the GT representative. We have a truck here to show you that trucks and GT cars are allowed in super stock. We've got old cars. We've got new cars. Old, new, and wagons too. All right. So that's what we're going to be handing out there in PRI. Try and spread the word a little bit more about stock and super stock as always. I will be hoping, I'm hoping NHRA lets me get on stage again. They gave me an interview last year. They gave me an interview the year before. You know, I like those interviews. I like to be in front of the camera trying to promote us. That's kind of live for that, to be honest with you. And I'm going to keep doing it, right? I can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. I'm going to be hunting for sponsors just like everybody else. I am going to be talking to NHRA. I'm going to kind of like ask, plead, beg about maybe getting national records back into print form. Let me know what you guys think of that. If we can get national records recognized again in the dragster, in the magazine. We know that they are showing up on the website on NHRAracer.com if you want to check out records. But why not? Let's get them in the magazine too. And if they need a little persuading, I will. I'm going to try and look for a sponsor. If we want to sponsor our own page in National Dragster, let me know. If anybody's interested in something like this, if we want to sponsor our own page in National Dragster, that puts, that we put our own records in there if we have to. We can track them. You guys can send them in to me, whoever set records, and I can send them in to National Dragster and make sure that they're in there. So something to think about. We will try and get our own records in there if they don't want to do it or if they have their reasons for not doing it anymore. Okay? Maybe they just forgot they aren't doing it anymore, and maybe they just need to hit the print button on that page, and they just haven't been doing it for the last couple of years by accident. Who knows? Oh, my goodness. But, yeah, like I said, making connections, that's what PRI is all about. If you're going, just try and build relationships with people. That's all you can do. Everybody's hunting for sponsorship. Everybody's trying to get free fuel and free tires and free parts or just monetary contributions. I'm not going to lie. I try to as well. But you know what? If you don't, and I haven't, believe me, I've failed at this many times, you build relationships, and that's great because somebody might know somebody who might know somebody that wants to help you. And that's kind of what happened with me this year. So I look forward to going. If anybody wanted to know, though, if anybody was curious, I just want to shout this out because I'm pretty proud of this right now. I just want to put this out there real quick. So in the top here are this is the analytics for this channel, this show, this driver interviews on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. So the top is YouTube from January 1st to December 4th, which is yesterday. We've had 9,857,871 impressions on YouTube. So I'm really proud of that. 801,710 views. So it's really it's it's pretty cool. 1.7 million reached on Facebook and 51,000 reached on Instagram. And I'm up 177% from last year on Facebook and up 57% on Instagram this year. So it's coming along. I'm trying to put a little bit more effort into Facebook and Instagram as well, because I really just focus on YouTube. It's just, it's easier for me to just put the videos on YouTube. Facebook has just got so much. Facebook is so difficult to use anymore. Like I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I don't understand it anymore. But anyways, just wanted to share that with you. This show is rocking and rolling and nearly like doubled from last year. So I am very proud of that. And I wanted to share that with you guys. So thank you for letting me do that. Looking forward to going to Drag Illustrated's Indy nightclub after hours party on Thursday night, which I think my buddy Walt Walker should be with me at that point. We're going to be going there, right, Walt? It should be a good time. Looking forward to it. All right, let me get back to the comments here because there's like tons of them, and I don't want to leave anybody out, but I probably did. 2 Lombardo brothers are on now. That's good to see. 2 is always better than 1. Casey Miles is here. Good evening, Casey. How you doing? Ray Minnick is in the house. The accountant is there. Double divisional at Phoenix. Thank you, Steve Zupka. That is wonderful news to hear. So we got 2 divisionals there in one weekend, and we have a national event. Love it. Love it. Love it. Eddie Byler, seen that. You might be talking about that Arlington where that the house blowing up or the Wild Horse Pass staying open. Go to Gateway Pundit to see. All right. I guess you can see the blow up there. These comments are from 7 minutes ago. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Roy Scribner looks awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it. Amcam, that was very nice. Thank you very much. Brochure looks pretty cool. Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it. Good evening. Even if you used the wrong Richie pick. Yeah, I did. Yep. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, my wife's watching. How you doing? Thanks for watching, babe. Appreciate it. Yes. We need the records in there. We definitely do. Talk to NHRA about getting points for records. All right, I'm going to take baby steps here, and I'm going to see what I can do there. Like to see the top 16 qualifiers posted at national events. That'd be nice to do, right? People helping people. Yeah, man. Bring back records in national drag. So it's a quick glance to see the high water mark in each class. Love it. And we will. Good reach on the social media. Yes, I'm trying, man. I am trying. Thank you very much. Hello from Motor City, George Wright. Thanks for joining us, man. Appreciate it. Hi, Bob. Jimmy Carter. How you doing, Jimmy? There's a couple Jimmy Carters out there, but I'm pretty sure that's the Jimmy Carter that I know very well. So thanks for joining us, Jimmy. There it is. Jimmy popped up again. Appreciate it. Jimmy. How you doing? All right. We still got a couple more here. Don Kennedy Race Car Insurance. He's also responsible for bringing you this show. Insure your race cars, guys. Insure them. Oh, my God. Don't take a chance anymore. 602-284-6240 or 1DonKennedy@gmail.com. He will be at PRI this weekend. He's got policies starting very low, and they're written through Haggerty Insurance. I think the policy started like $200 a year based on how much coverage you want on your race car. So be sure to reach out to Don Kennedy. Fuel Factor X, increase your mileage. Guys, you want to get better gas mileage right now, don't you? Because gas sure as hell ain't $1.69 a gallon anymore like it was a few years ago. I was in California. It was like $6 a gallon out there. I don't know how you guys do anything out there. This is nuts. So you might want to check out Fuel Factor X. The link is in my bio down there. You can increase the mileage in gas trucks, diesel engines, RVs, generator, you name it, motorcycle. It can handle all of it. PontiacEngines.com. Bruce Fulper, founder of that 428 cubic inch super stock combo that everybody runs and goes really fast with. PontiacEngines.com. Thank you, Bruce Fulper, for your support. CP Carrillo Pistons. If you need a set of pistons, go to CP Carrillo. Tell them Bobby Fazio sent you, or Peniton at cp-carrillo.com. Tell them I sent you and get your rings. Get your rings from Lake Speed. Total Seal Piston Rings. They will be at PRI, as will CP Carrillo Pistons. They had a little happy hour at their own booth last year, by the way. CP Carrillo did. And they had some moonshine there, too. It was really cool, and it tasted really good. I didn't think I was going to like it. But Total Seal and CP Carrillo, tell them I sent you, and support the supporters of this show. I'd really appreciate it, and I'm sure they would as well. All right. So as I said, Drag Insights, or Drag Illustrated, Indy nightclub Thursday night. Last year on December 6th, 2022, NHRA's big announcement in our minds, right, was the horsepower ratings. The averages, they all came out the Wednesday before PRI. So that's tomorrow. So I will be on NHRA Racer probably refreshing all day tomorrow to see if these the new horsepower ratings are posted tomorrow. That's increases and decreases. So if you submitted for a reduction, you get your answer tomorrow. If you just went really, really fast all year, you might get your horsepower hit tomorrow. This all could be tomorrow if it's based on the way it worked last year. I guess time will tell. The next 24 hours will tell. So stay tuned for that. Okay, what else? I still don't see Factory Showdown on the class schedule, but maybe somebody's got an update on that. I'm interested in finding out what classes or what races Factory Showdown will be at next year. That's the brands. That's the three major manufacturers getting their advertisements out there until they realize what a great car show they have on their hands with us. They're going to keep, putting Factory Showdown out there. That's the win on Sunday, sell on Monday category. They got to be there. But I don't know where they're going to be. So somebody let me know. All right. That's enough of that. We're going to spend the next chunk of time talking about the PRO Shootout 30,000 to win stock, super stock in Bradenton, Florida, February 8th to the 10th. Brought to you by Skag Power Equipment. And the race is put on by Wes Buck of Drag Illustrated. All right. This is what we all want to hear about. Okay. First off, I do not know who's getting invited. So I can't answer that question. People have been asking me. People have been texting me, asking me who's invited. I have no idea. I have no kind of say in that or influence in that. Rumors, and I hate repeating rumors, but I was reading some on Class Racer that former national champions, I guess, I don't know how many years they'll go back, are getting invited. Okay, so that is that's, I guess, the other rumor is there's going to be 30 or 32 cars in each category. So we have 32 cars in stock, 32 cars in super stock. I don't know if they'll let people double up. Like if you get a world champion, let's say you invite somebody like a Joe Santangelo. I'm pretty sure he's won world championships in stock and super stock, among many others. Rizzoli, I don't know if Rizzoli was or not. Brad Burton, is he world champ in stock and super stock? Who else is a world champ in both? I know there's a couple of them out there, but are they going to be invited in both categories is my question that I don't know the answer to. What else? We got rumor that there will not be qualifying. Okay. The rumor that I saw on Class Racer is I'm assuming you're going to get some time runs. You got to get a couple hits at the track here, but there will be a chip draw in the staging lanes. All right. So there's not going to be qualifying. There's going to be like random pairing first round. Now this kind of throws a monkey wrench in the usual way that stock and super stock run, because we're paired up off of a qualifying order that's then put onto a ladder, a bracket, looks like an NCAA bracket, and you know who your opponent is, and you prepare for that opponent. And in the case that you are racing against somebody in the same exact class as you, same weight break, it is then a heads-up run. No breakout, no dial-in. First car to the finish line wins. It is a big part of stock and super stock. It's not as big in super stock as it is in stock because there are so many more classes in super stock. So when it happens in super stock, it's kind of rare, but it happens in stock a little bit more often, and it makes for the most exciting racing you can watch, especially at an event like this where there's not going to be any horsepower factoring or any penalties for going fast. People are going to let it all hang out. But there's, we're going both ways with the argument here. People want heads ups, and some people say, no, you just can't have them there. So let me know what you think. If you think there should be heads ups, if there's a chip draw, if it's a random pairing in the back of the staging lanes, should there be heads ups? Or should it be just, a bracket race because you don't know who you're going to be paired up against. There's not really going to be a qualifying order. Let me know what you guys think, man. I go back and forth on this. I'm like, it's stock. It's super stock. It's new. We're going to be in front of a big crowd in Bradenton. This is our chance to promote our brand. Okay. This is our big chance. I'm hoping this place is packed to the gills, sold out. And heads up racing is the only racing that the novice spectator can understand. Okay. So to that end, I say, absolutely, we need the heads ups there. Okay. I would really, if I could throw an opinion out there, I would love it to be cars that do nice big wheelies and, maybe cars that do have a chance of getting heads ups. Now, how would you stipulate which class you're going to run? Is that going to be something that you have to put on your entry form, that you fill out maybe a month prior to the race? Is there going to be changing of classes in the back of the staging lanes? So there's a lot more to it when heads ups are included. As far as, okay, if there are heads ups, we got to know which classes everybody's running. We got to make sure that there is a presence of tech, right? Weights, scaling, fuel check, spot checks. You're going to have to show up to this race with your carburetor off and maybe even a cylinder head off, something like that, right? Just to make sure that everything's on par here. Everything is fair, if you will, for such big money, for a $30,000 payout. This is, one of the biggest payouts for stock and super stock. I do think we had a bigger one before because I think Santangelo who won it? Santangelo and Jeff Warren, one of the Warrens, when Bo Butner and his crew, Dave Connolly, when they put on that race down in South Georgia Motorsports Park, I think somebody was racing for like 40 or 50 G's, weren't they? I think it was Joel Warren won that, and Santangelo won some big chunk too, like $25,000-$30,000 as well, or maybe it was more. I forget. So this isn't the highest amount of money that stock and super stocks ever raced for, but it is definitely in the top probably 3 payouts that they've ever raced for. So let me know what you think about the heads ups. Let's get to a couple comments here because I saw them flying in. All right, let's see. It's tough. Trust me. I don't remember what it is, but yes, I know whatever we're talking about related to racing, yes, is definitely tough. The cost of fuel. Yeah, you're probably talking about that. Absolutely. Tom, I don't really have any more info than what I just said. And you're calling it 32,000. Did it go up? Is it 30,000 or 32,000? I'm looking spiffy even with a dirty hat. Thanks a lot, Mark Kirby. Appreciate that. The factory shootout guys don't even know yet. Oh my goodness. What is going on? And I saw that, Holbrook sold his FX car. That kind of disappointed me. Some big announcements from NHRA Thursday. Yes, we are looking forward to it. Can't wait to hear what it's going to be. Hopefully it's something really good that we know. Got to have a variety of classes show a 4-second handicap race as well as a heads up. I mean, that's a valid point. I do think I think big head starts are cool too. I think everybody can appreciate wheelies and heads up racing, but I do think the crowd can get into like the slow roller car or like a Billy Neese car getting chased down by, a 10-second stalker or even faster, how fast they go in stock Eliminator now. So yeah, I hear you on that. Big chases are really cool. I'm sure the ladder player. Yeah, well, I'm sure if there is a ladder, people will be playing it, and they always do. I know I do. It will be quarter mile. All right, we know that for sure. I think if Walt Walker's saying it, it's got to be 99%. I'm sure the ladder players are going to love that. Hell yeah, heads up, come loaded for bear. Yeah, that's what Pete meant to say. Yeah, it'll be interesting. McNeil Freeman versus Chris Manning. Exactly. Those are awesome races. I love watching those kinds of races. I remember the Gremlin that Eric Merrifield races now was getting chased at the Keystone Nationals back. It was probably 10 years ago. A big chase in front of the big crowd. It was like a Saturday afternoon in between pro sessions, and he won, and the whole place erupted. It was so cool. Interested to hear what the purse breakdown will be. Yeah, me too. I don't know if it's I doubt it will be a winner take all. There's got to be a little bit of a breakdown, or there's going to be some splits going on probably in the last round or two. 32 cars is what, 5-round race. So it'll be interesting. We'll see. 30K. Oh, Tom, I thought you were putting up an extra $2,000 for the purse there. I thought you were sponsoring. A Dennis Chapman car, right? A front-wheel drive stocker. You got it. Those Wallies behind you are really special. How many do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10 right here, and I have a couple at my dad's house. So I think I have 12 or 13 of them. So thanks a lot, Steve. I appreciate it. They are very special. I'm really proud of it, and I don't take it for granted. They're so hard to win. They're so hard to win. Holbrook selling his car was good as long as he's building another one. Yeah, you got that right. I think the guy who bought it just didn't want to wait for a new build, so he probably got some good money for it then. It's Norma winner take all with Wes. All right, so I am not familiar with these races, and Walt is more familiar with them. Wow, so yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, winner take all reminds me of like, it's like a poker tournament. It's like the bowling tournament in Kingpin. Except it's not for $1 million, and Roy Munson's not there with a hook on his hand, but he should be. All right, tickets to this race, if you want to spectate. Now, I already booked flights to go down because I have to be here, and I'm going to be running around with my camera for 3 days straight. It's $130 for a 3-day spectator pass, so you might want to get on that. If you plan on like bringing a motorhome in there and you're a non-racer, it's like $1,500. There's a website to go on to buy these tickets. Somebody can post it in the comments there because I don't have it right now. I was on it earlier today and I should have copied the link. $40 for Thursday, $50 for Friday, $50 for Saturday if you want to pay by the day or just go 1 or 2 days. So you save $10 by getting a weekend pass. All right, so you might want to get on that. I don't know if they're going to sell out. And if you want to, if you want to watch it, FLO Racing, I think is that Courtney Ender's streaming platform, Walt? Is that something that Courtney Enders has something to do with that, I think, right? She's always wearing a shirt that says FLO Racing, I thought. So you can watch it on there. Just become a member of like FLO Racing. I guess that's all you have to do, right? Right. As I said, if you are looking for cheap flights to this race and you want to like fly out of Atlantic City like I am, I paid $48 for the way down and like $42 for the way back. So nice $90 round trip flight, direct flights. I'm going from Atlantic City to Tampa and then just renting a car. It's like an hour drive from Tampa. But that was direct flights from where I am. I live like 4 miles from the Atlantic City airport. It's a very, very small airport that you can get to a half hour before your flight leaves and still be on the plane with 20 minutes to spare. I love those kind of airports. So if you are in the tri-state area and you feel like driving down to where I live, we can all fly down together. I'm going the 7th to the 11th. I'm going the 7th around noon, I think. I'm flying out and then coming home the 11th in the morning around 9 a.m. So hopefully there's no rain delays or anything. I just didn't want to miss anything. I wanted to be there for 3 full days. Courtney works for FLO or Flow or however we're saying it. Thank you very much. Flow is money well spent for sure. Excellent. Flow TV is Courtney Enders. Thank you, Eddie. Next year, PRI, I'm in. You better be. I'll see you there. Hello, Bobby Gearhead. What's up, Perry Ford? Appreciate it. Shake and Bake show is good. Shake and Bake show is good. All right. I got to watch it. Okay. What else? What else do we have here? What else? All right. So that's pretty much it. Should there be heads ups or not? So the other, the flip side to not having them, okay, we got the chip draw. So you don't know who you're going to have. It would be like a crying shame, is a valid argument here. If you spent, what the rumor is, $1,000 entry fee and went all the way down to Florida and drew the wrong chip where you had a heads up that you just couldn't win in the first round. I don't know. Is that a reason for not having heads ups, or is that something that you just need to understand going in that, hey, I could put this money in my $1,000 ante. I could drive all the way from, let's say, New Jersey down to Florida, and I could just draw the wrong heads up. I don't know. Maybe that's something you just disclose, full disclosure when you sign up. Will there be an entry list out there? Will you be able to see all the invites? Will you be able to kind of plan which class you want to run, well in advance, not changing it in the back of the lanes, as the, first qualifying sessions going on. I mean, like, it should just be announced. You should have to pick one before you get there. I'm not a fan of changing classes, on the day of anyway, to begin with. So unless your car blows up on Wednesday as you're pulling it into the trailer and you need to change, borrow a car from somebody, that's about the only time I'm like an advocate for like changing classes on the day of the race. I know people will sit out Q1 and see who's running and then go change their class real quick, go run to the tower and talk to the division director. I don't know. I ain't about that life, right? Pick one, run it. You can do it. All right, guys. Let me know what else you think there. I think everything I really wanted to convey tonight, I kind of did. So just be on the lookout for some interviews. Come say hi to me at PRI. If you see me, I will. I'll be the 5'3" gentleman in the driver interviews shirt and hat. All right, guys. I really appreciate you all joining. Let's get to the last couple comments here, and then we're out of here. Shake and bake. Oh, that was the one that already popped up. Jared Halverson, how you doing, man? Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. Glenn Briglio, why bother not having heads-ups? Might as well be bracket racing race cars. I don't know, Glenn. It's there's an argument on both sides of it. There's got to be tech if there's going to be heads-ups, and there's got to be qualifying. If there's not, if it's just a chip draw, some are saying no. There's just no point to the heads-ups. All right, how about this? No heads-ups first round. How's that? Can we do that? Would that satisfy both? If it's a chip draw first round, it's like an open. Random pairing, no heads-ups, right? I think at National Opens, it's random pairing. Whoever you line up next to in the staging lanes, you race, and there's no heads-ups. So if you are really slow, you probably want to roll down the lanes and try and run against somebody that's faster than you and dial in against them. But then after that, second round and beyond, heads-ups are in play. What do you think of that? Heads-ups in play, second round and beyond? Pretty sure that's called drag racing. Leave all that wimpy beep at home. Can't say those words on here. This is a children's show. We got to keep it PG, Pete. This person should have a deck of cards with the lane numbers. Pick cards randomly who you run. Yeah, we could do that too. Don't forget, we need to fix the debacle at Indy too for next year. Don't let me forget that. The alternates and stuff. We need a new way for those lanes officials to handle alternates. We're going to come up with something, guys. Don't let me forget. Does PRI still have machinery row? I think they do in that one area. I mean, I walk by and look at all the honing machines and stuff like that. So if that's the one you're talking about, but I've only been going to PRI. This will be my third year. So you may be talking about something else. The more heads ups, the better for me. Yeah, well, with that nice Corvette you got, it's really fast. You're good to go with that, Jim. Great interview, by the way. Jim's interview, if you haven't seen it, Jim Grossi, it's really cool. He shows us how he races, how he designed the car around him, a new strategy for releasing a trans brake that uses less muscle movement, less arm movement, if you will, and helps you react quicker. You might want to check that interview out. That's all I'm going to say. And talks about his fuel injection and wiring as well. So check that interview out. Jim Grossi, great guy, great family, beautiful car. Actually, three beautiful cars in that family. So thanks for doing that interview, Jim. All right, guys, thanks for joining us tonight. We had a big crowd. We were going up against this is Bracket Racing's Elite podcast tonight or whatever. He was doing a free stream tonight with Justin Lamb. So I was a little, nervous about if we were going to have anybody tonight. And it's telling me right now I got 98 people. I've had 100 people pretty much throughout this whole episode tonight. So I really appreciate it, guys. We are going to spread stock and super stock gospel if it kills me. And it might, because I'm getting tired. But I can't stop. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us to see you at PRI. Make sure you say hello. Take care, everybody.